Welcome to the Kingdom Footprints podcast, a place where the footprints of faith are traced across the nations and the stories of God's work are brought to life through the voices of FMI workers around the world. I'm your host, Stacy Strickland, a Foursquare Missions International worker serving in the beautiful country of Belize. And this podcast is born from a deep desire to tell the real, raw, and redemptive stories of workers who have said yes to the invitation to partner with the Lord in unique ways, and who are daily walking out God's mission in every corner of the earth. Each episode, we're going to take you to a different part of the world. You'll hear about how God's moving in places that you may have only ever seen on a map, from urban centers to remote villages. We'll talk about the spiritual climate of these countries, some challenges that workers are facing, and how God is showing up in the midst of it all. You'll hear testimonies of lives transformed, churches planted, and communities reached, often in the face of spiritual darkness, cultural barriers, and personal sacrifice. These are real stories from real people in the field, and they will move your heart. But this podcast isn't just about information. It's also an invitation. My desire is to educate primarily Foursquare pastors and churches, because that is the movement that we are a part of, on what God is doing globally through FMI. But I also want to empower you to pray, to send, to give, and maybe even to go. I hope this podcast stirs your heart and maybe the hearts of your congregation to remind that the Great Commission is more than just a verse. It's a call to action. So whether you're a pastor, a church member, or someone who simply cares about the global mission, this podcast is for you. It's also a tool to help raise awareness and support for those who are serving faithfully in the harvest fields. Because when we understand the need and see the faces behind the mission, our hearts are moved to respond. So join us, subscribe, share with your church, and together, let's experience what God's doing in the nations.